Wow, it feels weird. It's been a while since I haven't been on camera. I know I did like a lipstick declutter, but technically I wasn't showing my face on that video, so it's kind of weird, but I'm glad I'm back. And today I would like to go over the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk collection and a new eyeshadow palette from Lime Crime. So I'm excited. So if you want to see the look that I create and my thoughts on these makeup items, make sure you keep watching. So I already applied mascara, and can we just talk about this packaging? Look how beautiful it is. I absolutely love it. And I haven't tried a Lime Crime eyeshadow palette ever. Usually their shadow colors are cool, but then I rather buy other palettes or something. But I thought this was kind of unique, and I haven't seen something like that, so it's very pretty. And I actually haven't opened it yet, so let's go and see it. Oh, and you open it, and here's a mirror, which is actually protected. Oh, never mind. It's just kind of stuck, but it has the. I was like, it's kind of whatever. Let's just move on. This is the palette. Look at those colors. Hold on. Look at those. Look how beautiful they are. They're absolutely beautiful. So I'm super happy. I didn't buy the Pillow Talk eyeshadow palette, so I figured I would do something subtle to complement the Pillow Talk collection. So I don't even know where to start. Yeah, I know where. So I'm gonna go. It's hard to hold without blinding you. So I'm gonna go with this pinky color called In Bloom with a crease brush, and it's a matte color, and it's actually quite harsh. Like, it didn't give me that much kick up. I'm kind of used to the Anastasia shadows. I just really love them, so I'm kind of used to the kick up. Like, you just put the brush and boom, bunch of kick up. But this one doesn't have that much. I mean, I had to really go in, but that's pretty. It's a pretty color. Oh, and before we continue moving with the video, I forgot to mention that I already applied concealer under my eyes and in the areas that I need to, and on my eyelids. So I already prepped that, and I have my brows done. Super pretty color. I think I'm gonna go ahead and use the same color but under my eye. I'm gonna go back with the same brush and shade, and I feel a lot of the times there's a gap here that the brush for some reason doesn't really go in, so like the shadow doesn't get there. So I just like going like that in it just to cover that part. Okay, that's better. So now I'm gonna go with a flat brush, and I'm gonna go with Eve, which is this pretty pink color. I'm gonna go right now with a dry brush just to test the formula, but we'll see if I need to wet it. Oh my god, this palette so far is beautiful. So it doesn't look as pink on my eyelid. I don't know if it's because the color of my eyelid, or if it's because I need to wet the brush. So I'll wet the brush in a second, but it's still a very pretty shade. Like, it's a glowy shade. Just doesn't come up as pink as I want it to. So I'm just to test purposes, I'm going to wet my brush with just a Paxi Hydro Boost Toning Mist. I'm just gonna use it. Okay, so if you wet it, oh my god, What a beautiful shade. It's a different, now it looks more like the pan, but dry was very pretty too. But definitely you want the pink and metallic look, you definitely need to wet your brush. Wet, dry. Such a beautiful palette. I'm in love already. This is the first time I'm using it. Okay. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna try this shade. So I'm gonna wet my brush again. And I'm gonna go with the shade Crown, but just in the middle of the eyelid, just very lightly. Just gives a subtle dimension. I love it. So I'm gonna go now with this color West, which is kind of like a brown with a little bit of purple undertone. And I'm gonna go, it's a flat brush, but just with the edge of it. Removing the excess. And I'm just gonna go on my waterline. Since this is a subtle look, I'm not gonna do my eyeliner, but I'm gonna still do, okay, I'm still gonna eyeline, but not necessarily with an eyeliner. So I'm gonna do with just also a kind of flat brush called, and I'm gonna go with Classical, which is a matte brown plum, if that makes sense. Removing the excess. And I'm just gonna go close on my eyeliner, in my eyelash line. I don't want to take over that kind of glowy look. Okay. And then to end, I'm gonna go back again with the same shade, and I'm just gonna go a little bit. Yeah. Perfect. So now looking at the look, I feel like it's too dark underneath. So I'm gonna brighten again, and I'm gonna go back with In Bloom with a blender brush under my eye. So I'm gonna go with a denser brush in Bloom, and I'm gonna go a little bit hard, and I'm gonna go literally in my crease just to put a little bit that break with the shiny part and the matte just going up. So I'm literally kind of gonna do a line, and I'm gonna blend it after with a brush, and I'm gonna blend it after. Cool, so I've done that line, and I'm gonna use that crease brush that we used at the beginning, and I'm just gonna blend that color. And now for the inner eye, I'm gonna go with Stella. That one has a little bit of kick up. And I'm just gonna go in my inner corner, and that, oh my god, that's a beautiful color. And I'm gonna drag it a little bit towards the lid. Oh, I hope you can see it. Such a beautiful color. I'm gonna grab a different brush, like an angle brush, and I'm gonna go with Radiant, this white shade, and I'm gonna go under my brow. Okay, that's a little bit sparkly, but it's still pretty. So that's the finished eye makeup look. Of course, I'm gonna put mascara, but I hope you enjoy it. Look how, I think it's very pretty. Perfect for spring. It's a fresh eyeshadow look. Okay, so I've applied my mascara, and now I'm gonna apply a little bit of bronzer on my temples, and I'm gonna use Sweetie Pie from Too Faced. This is not new, this was actually from last year, it came out. I'm really just gonna put a little bit, because to warm up my face. Okay, yeah, was just a little bit, because now we're moving to the blush, and this is the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk blush. Look how beautiful it is. Isn't that gorgeous? It's like a warm rose blush, and the middle shade is like a champagne highlighter. And of course, in case you're not familiar with Charlotte Tilbury blushes, is swish, and then you pop the middle, and then you just like blend them together. But I usually don't like doing that, because usually the middle shade is shimmery, so I'd rather just use that sometimes as a highlighter, or if I do want a shimmery blush, then I'll swirl them together, but I usually don't go for that. So I like grabbing like this, my blush brush, and I like going just around it, and then just apply. This is such a beautiful shade. Oh, it complements so nice the eyeshadow look. And I'm grabbing a little bit towards my temple. That's why I didn't want to apply too much bronzer, because I felt it could be too much color, like too much warmth, because this is a warmth blush. Apply a little bit more of the outer shade towards my temples, just to blend with the bronzer. So I hope you can see a difference. This is with the blush and no blush. Can you see the difference? I hope so. I usually like going with a light hand of blush, so that's why I feel like sometimes people cannot tell really the color of the blush, but I just like a little bit of hint of color. I'm gonna grab a little bit with the side of the brush, and I'm just gonna go over my nose a little bit like this, because I feel like this blush could be a little bit like kind of, you look sunburned a little bit. See, I think it ties the look a little bit. Now I'm gonna move on to the middle shade, which I think this middle shade might be too dark if you're very fair, but on my tan skin tone, and if you have deeper skin tone, this is gonna work great as a highlighter. So that's how I like to use it, but if you're fair, you can just mix it with the blush. So I'm gonna go in the middle shade with a pointy brush on the side, removing the excess, and then I'm just gonna put it as a highlighter. Oh, this one is so pretty. I hope she releases it as a as a full-size highlighter because I think it's so natural. So like just like that, I would rock the highlighter for work because it's not too much. But you can also build it up. So that's it for the face. Isn't that blush beautiful? It's definitely my favorite from Charlotte Tilbury. I'm pretty sure it's permanent. I'll leave that information down below just in case. So now for the lip items, we have the Pillow Talk lip liner, which is here. You can really see it right now on my hand. That is the liner and the lipstick. See, they're pretty similar. I find that this one is a little bit more pink, while the liner is a tiny bit more peachy maybe, but technically they're the same. Like that's how it look in the view mirror, but technically me looking at it, I almost cannot see a difference. So I'm gonna line my lips, and I really like this lip liner. I mean, as you can see, I'm not almost done with it, but definitely I think it used to be this size. So I've used a quarter, and I've never used a quarter before from another lip liner, so I like this one a lot because I think it's just so natural and it does last. It doesn't budge. So usually what I like is just lining my lips, and then I go with a dark color on it, and I find that it doesn't change the color of the lipstick, so I like that. That way you don't have to be having more than one lip liner for each single lipstick that you have. So now I'm gonna go with the lipstick. Yeah. And there's the makeup look. Am I forgetting something? That look was super easy, and I feel like extra, like, I don't know. What do you guys think? So this is the look. I'm gonna go up close. I'm impressed by the eyeshadow palette. It's absolutely awesome. I feel like now I want to try other lime crime makeup palettes. You can see the blush, super pretty, super natural. You can see right now like the warmth on my face with that blush. Just added a little bit of color. The lipstick, if you haven't tried Charlotte Tilbury matte lipsticks, they're my favorite matte lipsticks out there because they're just so comfortable. They don't last as long as maybe some other drier mattes, but they just feel so much better on the lips, and then you have no issue. They're super easy to apply. So yeah, pretty impressed with the palette. I really recommend the blush and the liner. I feel the lipstick, I think there's so many nudes out there. I really like it, but it doesn't like wow my mind. Like I prefer the lip liner and the blush. But if you like this nude, I mean, it's gonna be perfect. So I think that's it for this video. I hope you enjoy it. I'm sorry, there were some people like dropping things about my apartment, so I hope it wasn't too annoying, all those noises. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm so glad to be back on camera, and please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, leave me down below any comments that you have on this palette, and if you would like me to do maybe more looks with this palette, please let me know, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!